Hi everyone, Tylord here, coming at you with my March pickups. I have some video games and movies to share. Most importantly, I have a package from my buddy HGR, the HiddenGameRoom himself. Fantastic individual, been friends with him for years. I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel in the description. I don't know how active he's been lately, but usually he does the Gaming Monthly box openings and does pickup videos. Big time collector. He sent me a nice little package. I'm still working on your package, bud. I have a few people I'm working on packages to send out. I've just been busy. Oh, here comes the thunder. Got a nice little storm going on here. Then my buddy Retrotiburon just sent me a package out of the blue. I got a package, working on a package for you too, Tiburon. But I guess I'll start with that. I have all kinds of movie pickups. I didn't really spend much again this month. Been trying to watch what I spend, but I found quite a few good things. But we'll start off with a package from good old HGR. This is the game he sent me. An Xbox original game, Alias, the video game, with Jennifer Garner. I never really saw this show. It's like a spy espionage show from like the early 2000s, I believe. It always seemed intriguing to me. I think even Roger Moore once was in this show for a few episodes. So it's a show I kind of would like to have watched, but I think I was busy during the time I never saw it. I did play the demo of this in the Xbox Magazine demo disc, and I thought I liked it a lot. It's like a beat 'em up mixed up with Splinter Cell and maybe Hitman type gameplay. It's by Acclaim. You are CIA agent Sidney Bristow, young, cunning, and deadly. Go deep into her dangerous world, up against the clock, under pressure, under fire. Unlock the secrets behind TV's hottest sensation from Acclaim. I had to do my Lord Alfred Hayes voice for Zombie there. Yeah, sort of like a female spy, a CIA agent. So she does karate moves and ninja moves. Really sexy game, not like something we get now. Beautiful, like a character models. Of course, she's always going undercover, so she's going undercover as like a bar hostess or a waitress, so she's in like a little sexy outfit strutting around. Fantastic stuff, which is both outdated and wrong in today's society. So we got that. I played through the first level, but I got sidetracked with other games, but I do want to get back to it. So HGR sent me some other goodies in here too. Nintendo Switch carrying case, which is very nice. I have one that's for oh yeah, it's nice soft interior there with some slots you can put your games in. I don't use the Joy-Cons. I use those Tori controllers. They're really nice. So I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. Anyone wants this, let me know. If not, I'll just hang on to it in case I'm ever into the, if I ever take the Joy-Con somewhere. Speaking of Joy-Cons, these are nice little covers for the Joy-Con. Game Traveler Go Play Action Grips. I wonder if that makes the Joy-Cons any better. I don't really like Joy-Cons at all, but that's a nice little feature. Probably make them last longer. It would take care of them if I put those on. So that's cool to have these. Nice of him to send me that. Look at this wonderful thing. I know I'm going to use this. I haven't been playing my Super Nintendo in about a month, but he sent me the old ASCII-ware pad. ASCII pad with all the turbo functions. I think fantastic. Slow motion, which is pretty much just start and start, just pause and unpause. It's got turbo buttons, and this is going to be super useful for me when I play Final Fight. It's easier to get through Final Fight if you mash that jab really fast. But with this thing, you can just hold it, and like the Andres come at you, you can just jab them. Sorry about this rain. It's kind of a soothing sound, though. Another one I'm going to use it on is Art of Fighting, because sometimes you can get a double jump kick in if you tap fast enough, and then like throw them when you get in. But it's really hard to mash the button fast enough. But with this thing, I'll be able to blaze through Art of Fighting. So I got all those goodies from my buddy HGR, so go check him out. Like I said, been a good buddy of mine in my text group for years. And I got my package coming to you soon. I got the Tylord monthly coming to you, or I guess it'd be Tylord annually box I got working on. So my other buddy Tiburon sent me a package. Just got here today with some great movies in here. We're all wrestling fans, so he sent me this movie with Kane, See No Evil 2. That's from Redbox. I think he just rented this and didn't take it back and gave it to me. What a scumbag. No, is that a Blu-ray or a DVD? Oh, it's a DVD. Fine, I can't tell the difference with my old eyes. Oh, Inglourious Bastards on Blu-ray. I didn't have that. I like this movie a lot. Very cool to have that. And then the VHS trash. Let me get this out of the way. Oh, some bangers here. I just saw him share this in his latest video, Beastmaster 2 Through the Portal of Time, with Mark Singer in here, and Carrie Wooher is in here. Is that the little girl that's in the Charles Band movies? I know I recognize her name. I'm sorry. But it looks like Beastmaster. Mario was talking about this like it's a piece of trash. He does not like the Masters of the Universe movie, which I do, and he was comparing this to that. So I'm thinking I really like this because I like the original Beastmaster. I know he's a fan of the original Beastmaster. I've never seen this. I used to see it at the video store, but never gave it a try. But now I can watch this. I wish I would have watched this before I made this video. Look, it even looks like He-Man on the back right there when he's fighting the baddie down there. You would think that was just a screenshot of He-Man with someone digitally imposed a kitty cat or a tiger on there. Oh, look, it's Battle Cat. Maybe it is He-Man. So we got that. And then this wonderful Jeff Speakman movie. I think he was like breaking out as a big martial arts action star, but he never really went anywhere after his first couple of movies. Jeff Speakman, the Kempo karate expert, pretty darn good actor too, stud of an action hero star. I remember he fights, Mako is in this, and it looks like James Hong is in it. I haven't seen it in a while. This is a darn good movie though, but I remember he fights with Professor Tanaka in this, the wrestler. Yeah, this is 1991. Wow, this has been around for ages. I forgot it was that old. Came out the same year as Terminator 2. And then to top it off, my buddy sent me this limited run 12 Sega-inspired games inside. This limited run the newsletter, or limited run the magazine, or limited run the poster. Look at that. What's it got on here? It has one of my favorite series of all time. Maybe that's why he sent it to me. It's got Shenmue 3 back there, which I kickstarted. I got a copy of that. I don't know if my name ever showed up in the credits of the game because I only did like the $60 one. I wonder if it's there. I know my buddy Sega Dave is on there in the credits. I would have, if I would have known for sure my name was going to be in the credit, I would have donated more because I love this game. Love the first two even more. This one's a little bit different, but more of an RPG, and I really enjoyed it. I played through it twice, but here's limited runs, Sega tribute. Oh, Corpse Killer, they had a limited run version of that. There's Another World. I know that's a popular one when me and Tiburon. Another World had a limited run. Corpse Killer, Comic Star Heroine, okay. Double Switch for Sega CD, Night Trap for Sega CD, Panzer Dragoon. There are a lot of Sega-inspired games here. Oh, I guess Another World was on Sega CD. That's why it's here. Fire Shark. I don't know if that's a World War II shooter. Sorry about this. There's Shenmue 3, VR Space Channel 5. Oh, wow. Star Wars Rebel Assault. I think that was a Sega CD game. Streets of Rage 4, banger. Oh, I love that game. What else do we got here? I might just hang this up. Zero. I don't know. Oh, Zero Wing. And Trucks and some shooters. Toe Jam and Earl. Monkey Island. Oh, wow, I didn't know there was a Monkey Island release for limited runs. I got to keep track of that. My buddy Wubbs lives over near the physical limited run store over there in the Carolinas. I hope you can hear me with this rain. I think it's soothing. I hope you like it. So that's package from Tiburon. I'll leave a link to his channel. If you know me, you probably know him. You're already subscribed to him. Wonderful human being, or wonderful fish, a shark of a man. Oh, it's starting to hail. Okay. So now on to the... I'm just going to keep going. I'm not doing this over. Now on to the pickups of the month. I got some video games. I'll start off with those. And I got some DVDs and some VHS trash. So, for $2 I found Racing. There it is. You ever hear of Racing? Here's Racing the game, the only one of its kind. Racing. There aren't that many racing games, so it's not confusing at all. 3 different circuits available, a total of 6 cars to choose from, 2 hidden, 2 different camera views, bonus driving tutorials, teaches both driving techniques. So I wonder if this is a simulator type game. Very simple, not much in the description, and it's by Tomo A1 Games. I wonder if it's any good. 3D auto racing for novice to hardcore driving fans. I hope it's good. I love finding anything for PlayStation 1. It's one of my favorite consoles. Atari Collection here, Anniversary Collection. You know who's getting me hyped up about Atari? I hate to be one of these Johnny-come-lately guys, but Atari games never really gelled with me. I started with Nintendo, so everything from Nintendo on I like. So I feel like a Johnny-come-lately guy to not praise Atari and television and all that. The guy that's getting me hyped up about Atari is old Alex from TurboZone. He's a young man. For some reason, he's obsessed with the Atari. He loves, like, genuinely, he likes to play and seek out Atari games to play. He does a series on it. I should probably leave a link to his channel, too. He's been talking about Atari games and reviewing them for years. He gets all the new Atari consoles, and there's new uploads. People make new Atari games and that are playable on 2600 and stuff like that. But he's kind of getting me hyped up. I just recently watched a montage or a compilation of his Atari reviews when he did Atari Week, and there's a lot of interesting Atari games I guess I kind of missed out on. Got to appreciate like all the stuff that they were doing, how creative they had to be back then to do what they did with such limited technology. But here, maybe I can get into it with this Atari game compilation with 12 genuine Atari games: Asteroids Deluxe, Battlezone, Black Widow, Centipede, Gravitar, Missile Command, Pong, Space Duel, Super Breakout, Tempest, and Warlords. I know I've played at least half of those. So it's nice to have that, because I usually have something that plays PlayStation hooked up all the time, so this will be a convenient way to load up Atari games. It probably has load times unlike the real Atari, so the real Atari kicks the crap out of that. We didn't have a physical version of this, so I got it, Fallout 4, in case we decide to cancel our Game Pass. It's one of my wife's favorite games. I thought, what, $4? That's not bad. Oh, it's got a season pass, and please tell me this is a map. It has the skill tree in here. That's not bad, huh? The skill tree. I wish I had a map. I wonder if games still come with maps. Vault Dweller Survival Guide, condensed edition. Here's a code for the guide, I guess. The excuse me, Vault Dweller's Survival Guide. We got Fallout 4. Here's one I've been wanting for a while. I don't know if I overspent on this, but I never see it anywhere. Alpha Protocol, the espionage RPG. I've always been interested in this game. I don't know if it's a it's from Sega. It's by Obsidian too, so it might be a cool RPG. I love stuff like James Bond and Splinter Cell, and this is an RPG. I love RPGs, so, and it's by Sega and Obsidian, so I'm hoping it's good. I don't really know much about it, and it has the manual, so I was happy to find that. Maybe I should get to that. I've been going through a lot of games this year. I beat 14 games already, games I'd never beaten before, and then I've gone back and played maybe 5 more games I've already beaten. Playing a lot of games. I'm kind of getting off track of my original schedule of games I wanted to beat. But I've still beat quite a few that were on my list. Okay, getting into movies now. Oh, I got some good ones. These are all marked $1.95, but they always just charge $1 for every DVD there at Rasputin's. But check it out. I got out of print Darkbreed from PM Entertainment with Jack Scalia. Okay, I'm a big fan of T-Force with Jack Scalia, the cyborg action movie. I think PMM, shout out to him, Physical Media Mack, turned me on to that movie. It's one of the best 90s action cyborg movies, like a buddy cop cyborg movie. With Jack Scalia's in there. And I was wanting to seek out his other movies. T-Force was PM Entertainment, the best of the straight-to-video you ever had. So much action. Here's another one, PM Entertainment, Darkbreed. This is fantastic. It's in the same vein as like I Come in Peace with Dolph Lundgren, or even like The Hidden with Kyle MacLachlan. A space invasion, like alien invasion type movie. Kind of reminds me like a mixture of like The Terminator and Predator 2 or something. Fantastic action movie. Jack Scalia is just as badass in this as he is in T-Force. This guy's a super underrated action guy. I got to seek out his other PM Entertainment movies. I think he was mostly in like soap operas and stuff that I don't know about, but now I know him from these action movies, and he's badass. He's a handsome stud of a man. He looks like a mixture of like Pierce Brosnan, Bruce Willis, Roger Moore, and David Hasselhoff. He always plays like a badass, like hard cop in these movies. In this movie, he's like a government agent that's looking for these aliens, or his buddies were up in a NASA ship and they got overtaken by aliens and they crash land back on Earth. So now they're going around Earth like Terminators, like unstoppable Terminators. The astronauts look like themselves, but they're really possessed by these evil aliens called the Darkbreed. And his wife was one of the astronauts, and she was overtaken by a good alien. I don't want to give too much away, but she's trying to stop the other aliens, and she teams up with Jack Scalia and a couple other like rogue agents that go against the system. Like the company they work for turns out to be kind of shady. And this is a badass movie, directed by it's Pepin and Merhi production. I think directed by Richard Pepin, who's done so many good action PM Entertainment movies. Yeah, so happy I found that one. Here's the one, I don't remember if I had it or not on DVD, 28 Hours, Walter Hill's, 48 Hours. Walter Hill's 48 Hours with Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte, great movie. However, a lot of those guys from The Warriors was in there, from Walter Hill's The Warrior. James Remar and Little Guy. Warriors, come out to play. Written by Roger Spottiswoode. That's the director of Tomorrow Never Dies, isn't it? Okay. Written Stephen D. D'Souza always would write all these good movies back then. Yeah, cool movie. That little guy, I always forget his name. James Horner does the music, and it sounds like the Commando soundtrack, like the steel drums, really good. Here's a good one, kind of a cyborg-esque movie, a science fiction. Someone was telling me this is part of another cinematic universe, but I forget what it was. A Soldier with Kurt Russell, really good movie. I didn't have that one. Directed by Paul Anderson. I wonder which Paul Anderson that is. Huh. Jason Scott Lee's the bad guy. The guy that played Bruce Lee in The Dragon is the bad guy. More action movies. I didn't think I had this one. I don't know how, but Under Siege, probably the biggest, most high budget Seagal movie. It was a big Hollywood success. I had Tommy Lee Jones, Gary Busey in there. Die Hard on a ship, like a naval ship. Here's a movie I don't know how, but I've never seen it. Two heavy hitters in here. Put all this crap off of it. Tango and Cash. I don't know how I've never seen this. Jack Palance is in it too. There's Kurt Russell in Drag. Oh, and there's what's his name? Brian James. I don't know. I really want to watch this. I remember when I was a kid, my fourth grade teacher, he was like a cool dude. He was like into movies and pro wrestling. Mr. Jameson. He had seen this movie and he was telling it to the class, and he was telling the class it sucked. So like I never watched it. So he influenced me that much where I didn't watch this movie. So, but I don't know if it sucks. It might be really good. That's a strange flashback right there. Oh, here's the one I'm probably most happy about finding. Gary Daniels movie I didn't know about. I haven't seen this, and it's not. I don't see it to stream free anywhere. It's not on Tubi and it's not on YouTube. A lot of his movies are, but I got this movie here. It's called Hawk's Vengeance. With Gary Daniels and who else is in there? Cass Magda. And I didn't really know anything about this. It's just him fighting the city's crime lords or something. Gary Daniels, I see he's doing an awesome like spin kick on here in the back. If you haven't seen any Gary Daniels movies, go seek them out. I haven't seen one that I don't like. But I haven't seen this one. I'm so glad I found it. I wish I would have watched it before I did this video, but maybe next time I'll talk about it more. Here's one I sought out. I've spent $4 on it. It was in the sci-fi section at Rasputin's. I just heard about this recently because Olivier Gruner was on the Fat Samurai. He was live on there. I got to say hi to him, to Olivier Gruner, and tell him I'm a big fan. And Michael Pere is in this. It's called Space Wars. It's a newer movie. It just came out a couple of years ago. Low budget independent space sci-fi movie. I can tell the people that made this were really like that genre of like the something like the old sci-fi movies, like the kind of cheaper ones. It kind of has a Star Wars or Star Trek type feel to it too, but I could tell they were fans of Star Crash, whoever made this movie. There's one girl in here that looks a lot like Caroline Munro from Star Crash, and there's even like a space station in this movie called the Stella Star, or a spaceship or something, which is the character's name in Star Crash. But it kind of has that Star Crash type feel. There's all kinds of kooky monsters, and it's low budget, but it has some notable actors in it, as did Star Crash. But Michael Pere's in this, who's He's in a lot of like low budget movies now, but I kind of appreciate that he would do that. And he doesn't really phone it in these. He takes it pretty serious. And then the bad guy, it's a pretty funny little story. I actually got a few laughs out of it, and I kind of got into the plot. Was pretty fun. Directed by Garo Satan, written by Joe Netter. So I got to seek them out to see what else they've done. But this movie's really fun, low-budget sci-fi movie, like something you would have rented at the video store in the 90s that, and got a little kick out of. Super low budget, like I said, but it has some pretty funny little effects and some good actors in it. Michael Pere and his daughter are traveling around the universe in their little ship looking for enough money. They're trying to look for like this mother lode of treasure, so they can get enough money to bring his wife back to life. The girl's mom and the girl and his wife, who they were adventurers out like as a family before, and they got into a crash, and the mom died. But in this universe, if you can hold on to someone's soul in a jar or in a tube, and their essence, and if you're rich enough, you have enough money, you can bring them back to life. So rich people can always bring themselves back to life, but if you're a little bit more poor, you can't. So they're trying to look for enough money to bring the mom back to life. The Olivier Gruner's the bad guy in here, and he, one of my favorite action stars. He's freaking fit. He's got to be in his 60s now, but he still looks pretty darn young and fit. He's the bad guy. He has a spaceship full of thugs, and they're looking for the same treasure as these guys. And their paths cross. There's a lot of funny things going around. Michael Pere's old boss is this woman that runs a company. She's out trying to kill him. It's a pretty funny little movie. So nothing I would expect I ever would have seen, but it had Olivier Gruner in there, and Michael Pere from Walter Hill's Streets of Fire. So I enjoyed that one a lot. I'm glad I found that. Olivier Gruner was talking about this on Fat Samurai's channel. They brought this movie up, and I didn't know about it, so I went and sought it out immediately. I think it's on Tubi also, if you're interested. And it stopped raining. Okay, now on to the VHS trash. Oh, you know what? I got one more DVD. One more DVD. Isn't that exciting? Some movie. I don't know anything about this. I know it doesn't have anything to do with piranhas, but I've always wanted to watch it. Piranha. What's it called? Piranha? And it sounds like a manhunt type movie, and I like movies like that, like the Surviving the Game and The Most Deadly Game and all that. Peter Brown, Anna Capri. Is Anna Capri the girl from Enter the Dragon? I think it is, that cute blonde girl. And William Smith, I've seen him in a lot of movies. Not Will Smith, but the other Will Smith. Peter Brown and Anna Capri star in wildlife photographers, or star as wildlife photographers exploring the Amazon jungle. The two shutterbugs run afoul of homicidal murderer hunters. William Smith, in most dangerous game fashion, the villain gives Peter and Anna a head start, then begins to hunt them down like animals. The title is something of a giveaway, as it's a safe bet that somebody will be picked clean by those omnivorous Amazon piranhas. Filmed on location, Piranha received plenty of TV play after Jaws opened and the floodgates of death of the deep flicks. So there are piranhas in here that eat people. Okay, and it's a manhunt type movie, so I gotta watch this. Okay. All full of freaking price tags all over me. I'm peeling them off. That's entertainment right there. Okay, VHS trash. I might have a lot of these already, but I like them so much I buy them, I can give them away. Clash of the Titans. I've talked about this a lot Fantastic movie. I think I found a copy of that last time. And I can't remember if I found a copy of this. I know I found it on Laserdisc, and I have it on DVD, but I can't remember if I have it on VHS or not. But it's staying in the collection if I don't have it. If not, I'm giving it to someone because it's a fantastic movie. Peter Hymes's Outland with Sean Connery. Badass sci-fi thriller space movie. A lot of people, I was discussing this with Dad Level Podcast, Vince. I should put a link to him down in the description too. We were discussing this, and he was saying it's kind of set in the same universe as Alien, and it really has that Alien feel. There's no aliens or anything, but the setting and the environment and the feel of the movie is very Alien. It almost feels like a Western in space too. It's so freaking good. Here's Death Wish 4. I don't remember if Mario sent me that one already. And I don't know if I've ever seen this one. I know I've seen the first two. I got to do a marathon of Charles Bronson Death Wishes. Canon, of course. Here's one I haven't seen in years. I thought I'd pick it up. I thought it'd be worth something. It's worth... People are trying to sell it for at least $10 on eBay, and I get these for 50 cents, so... I guess there's no harm in buying it. Rollerball with James Caan. The futuristic deadly sporting movie came out in 1975. And who directed this? Norman Jewison. Oh, Maud Adams was in it. Oh, excellent. Love Maud Adams from... Hey, we'll just go on to this one then. Speaking of Maud Adams, Octopussy. I don't think I had this version in this set. But, oh man, I love this movie. But probably this is the unsung best action movie of the 80s. No one ever talks about this movie when they talk about action movies. This one has as much action or more than any Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. John Glenn directed every James Bond movie in the 80s. 5 of them, 4 of them with Roger Moore, 2 with Timothy Dalton, and they're all bangers. Freaking love this movie. If you haven't seen this movie and you like GoldenEye, this has a lot of that Cold War espionage, like Soviet. There's a lot of antagonistic characters that are like Soviet, like generals and stuff. And not only that, it has all kinds of action, just like GoldenEye. There's a cool plane chase at the beginning of the movie. The whole second half of the movie is just like one long chase, a race against time. It's such a good movie. There's a bomb that's going to go off at a U.S. Air Force base in Germany. And Bond's trying to stop it. It's such a good movie. All kinds of stunts, like on top of trains, on top of moving train stunts, car chases. There's like a safari style chase with elephants and alligators and tigers. There's a mechanical alligator that Bond uses as a vehicle. There's a henchman with a buzzsaw yo-yo. Wow. There's these 2 knife-throwing circus act guys, twin brothers, Mishka and Grishka, that are knife throwers in a circus act, and they're henchmen. Really cool henchmen in this movie, and cool villains. Like I say, Steven Berkoff from Beverly Hills Cop, the bad guy, plays a crazy Russian general in this, and I think he's like the most underrated Bond villain out of all. Like he gives a crazy performance in this. Here's one I didn't know anything about, but I hear that the horror movies are kind of sought after and expensive on VHS. Bloodspell. I don't know anything about this. Supernatural force wreaks havoc at a home of wayward teens when a new student checks in for the stay. In traditional fury of the shining and blood comes... in the tradition of the fury, the shining becomes bloodspill. A series of mysterious and ghastly deaths have plunged St. Boniface evacuation center, and no one knows why. Joe got fried. George got chipped. Now everyone is waiting to see who's next. It all started when Daniel showed up. Rambunctious residents of St. Boniface played one too many practical jokes on poor Daniel, and he got angry. The evil power that inhabits his father's body is beginning to transition into his. He can still be stopped, but time is running out. Transformation will be complete on Daniel's 18th birthday, and that's just days away. After that, heaven help anyone who plays a joke on Daniel. Bloodspell, a new generation of terror. I wonder if that's any good. It kind of sounds interesting. I don't recognize anyone in this. Directed by Darren Warren. Wonder if it's any good. I'll get back to y'all on that. Oh, I always want to watch this movie, but it's never streaming anywhere, and I don't have it on DVD. But now I have this VHS of it, and I know it's a movie. It's like one of the movies on my bucket list I gotta watch, and I know it's like a big martial arts action movie. Tom Laughlin Tommy Laughlin is Billy Jack. He's like a kung fu Indian cowboy guy. So I gotta watch this. I'll get back to y'all when I can find when I can watch that. Where was I? Yes. I think I just talked about this. Did I already find this? Legend with Tom Cruise, Ridley Scott movie with where homeboy, what's his name? Rocky Horror Picture guy. How did I forget his name? Am I losing it? How did I not know that guy's name? He's on Home Alone 2. He's on Scary Movie. Is that 2? He's on Clue. What the heck? How come I can't think of his name? He plays like the devil creature in this. Tim Curry. How did I forget his name? You should see the special effects on this. His outfit in this. He's this big devil guy. The visuals in this are freaking amazing. I thought this was top of the line fantasy visuals up until Lord of the Rings. And it really gives me a Legend of Zelda vibe too. I think this came out the same time or a little bit before the first Legend of Zelda. 1986. Tom Cruise movie. Mia Sara's in it. Really cool. Unicorns, little goblins and creatures. Really cool movie. And that's about it.